All right, Fan Parlay family. Y'all might want to sit down for this one. We've had legends, we've had icons, but today we got the guy who invented both. I'm talking 6 rings, 2 retirements, 1 GOAT, the man who made hoopers start sticking their tongues out for no reason. Michael freaking Jordan. Now, MJ, I'm not here to ask you what everyone's already asked. We're going deeper. Legacy, mindset, and maybe, if you still think you could drop 20 in today's league. So cue the intro music, tighten the sneakers, it's time for Goni versus Jordan, the interview that airs it all. Okay, Fan Parlay fam, question 1. MJ, your fans want to know, would you rather hit the game winner in the finals or be the one locking down the opponent's best player all series?
Thanks for that intro, and hello to all you Fan Parlay maniacs. I appreciate the invite, guys. That's easy. I'd take the shot. But everybody remembers the shot. What they forget is you don't get that shot unless you make the stop first. The game winner is what ends up on posters. But defense, that's what wins championships. I always wanted the ball at the end, don't get me wrong. But locking somebody down all series, that's how you break their spirit. That's how you let them know you can beat them anywhere, anytime. Scoring's a skill. Stopping someone, that's greatness.
Okay, Fan Parlay question 2. I got one for you, MJ. What's one thing about Michael Jordan that only your closest friends actually understand?
A lot of people see the competitor, the killer, the guy who wanted to tear your heart out on the court. But what most people don't really see, what my closest friends know, is that I never cared about being called the GOAT. Maybe one of the greatest, sure, but not the greatest. To me, the real GOAT isn't the guy who gets all the credit. It's the one who was there for every battle, the one who made it possible for you to be who you are. And for me, that's Scottie. Without Scottie Pippen, there are no 6 rings, no dynasty, no story like this. So if people call me the GOAT, cool. But I know the truth. I didn't do it alone.
Okay, this question is personally coming from me. This one I need to know. If you were coaching today's players, what's one mentality from your era that you'd force them to learn? Also, which player today reminds you most of your mentality, not your skill set?
If I was coaching today's players, the first thing I'd teach them is accountability. In our era, you didn't point fingers. If we lost, I looked in the mirror first. If you wanted the spotlight, you carried the weight that came with it. That's what made killers. These days, there's a lot of talent, no question. But talent without accountability is just noise. Back then, every practice was a war. You either brought it or you got exposed. That pressure, it built character. That's the mentality I'd drill into them. As for who reminds me of my mentality, not my game, I'd probably say Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's. He's got that chip, that edge, that attitude. I don't care who's on the other side. I'm coming for you. He doesn't need the spotlight. He just wants to compete. And if you're talking about fire, Caitlin Clark has it. If I could draft her today, she'd be in my starting 5. She's got that killer instinct. And of course, Kobe Bryant, he had that obsession, that need to dominate. That's what separates good players from the ones people never forget.
All right, now it's time for my favorite question of them all. I've been saving this one for just the right moment. We asked 100 Fan Parlay fans, if you could ask Michael Jordan anything, what would it be? And 47 of them said they wanted to know this. If you could bring back your '92 Dream Team and go head-to-head with today's Team USA, who's making your new Dream Team lineup? Who's got that fire you'd want to go to war with? Who's locking down Magic when the lights get bright? Who's got the talent to stay in front of MJ when he turns killer mode on? And who's got the heart, the pure passion, to try and stop Larry when he's talking that talk and backing it up?
Man, that's a good one. You talking about bringing my '92 Dream Team back? That squad didn't just play ball. We set the standard. But if I had to build a new team to go up against this new generation, I'm not picking guys just for highlights. I'm picking killers, dogs, guys who love pressure. So if it's me, I'm keeping the core. You already know. Magic Johnson running point, Larry Bird talking that talk on the wing, Scottie Pippen locking people up like a straight-up problem. David Robinson holding it down in the paint, and of course, yours truly, front and center. Off the bench, I've got Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Patrick Ewing, and Clyde Drexler. All guys who know how to win and don't care about your Instagram followers. All right, let's line it up. Magic Johnson. He's taking Steph Curry. Magic's got the size, the vision, and he'll make Steph work every single possession. Larry Bird. Give me Kevin Durant. KD can score, no doubt, but Larry's gonna rough him up, talk in his ear, and make him feel that old school pressure. Scottie Pippen. He's on LeBron James. If anybody's built to slow down LeBron, it's Scottie. Length, speed, discipline. That's a dogfight right there. David Robinson. He's got Nikola Jokic. Joker's crafty, but Dave was a monster. Strength, athleticism, and defense. That's gonna be a war in the paint. And me, Michael Jordan. I'm taking Giannis Antetokounmpo. I want the best. Giannis brings that energy, that aggression, and I'm gonna test every inch of it. Then we bring the bench. Clyde Drexler on Luka Doncic. Charles Barkley checking Joel Embiid or rotating on Tatum. Karl Malone bodying Jason Tatum or Kawhi Leonard. Patrick Ewing battling Embiid down low. John Stockton matching with Anthony Edwards. And don't let that fool you. John's giving him hell every trip. These ain't just matchups. These are battles. You can have the flash. We'll bring the fight. And when it's all said and done, the 92 Dream Team walks off with the win. Period.
All right, y'all. I think we've got time for one more. And you know we had to save the best for last. MJ, let's end this right. Who's punching their ticket to the finals this year, and who's walking away with that MVP trophy? No pressure, but we're clipping this one for the internet.
That's a good one. Finals? Look, I respect all the talent out there, but to get there you need more than highlight reels. You need dogs on your team. OKC and Denver? Yeah, I like that. Those are two teams that actually compete. No gimmicks. They play both ends of the floor. I've been watching Shy. Kid's cold. Real smooth game. Reminds me of someone who doesn't care about the cameras, just buckets. And Jokic? Man, he plays basketball like he's playing chess and everybody else is stuck on checkers. East? Don't sleep on New York. I love what the Knicks are doing. Gritty, old school. They make you earn everything. And Cleveland? They've got size, defense, and they're young and hungry. That's dangerous. MVP, if Denver makes that run again, Jokic might just walk off with another one. But if Shea takes OKC to the top, that might be the new face of the league right there. And thank you guys for the invite. I had an amazing time, appreciate the hospitality, love the new studio. And if you crazy guys out there ain't watching, you missing out, so subscribe. Fan Parlay is #1. Thank you again.